Okay, let's start from the beginning, shall we? I work in the leasing office at a property in Texas. I also live on site. We have about 400 apartments and take up two sides of a street. I live across the street in the very back and try to keep to myself. I don't like for residents to know that I live there. About 2 months in, a woman and her two grown sons lease the apartment with us. The sons are twins. One has special needs, and the other is, well, different. He has a very active imagination and is very focused on sex. Almost immediately after they moved in, things started getting weird. Okay, the first encounter. One day, I was crossing the street after work to go home. As soon as I reached the other sidewalk, I heard a voice call out, "Hey, yo, Raquel!" I turned towards the voice, which I realized was coming from the bus stop at the end of the street. I didn't recognize who it was until I got a little closer. Who the fuck is that? I think to myself. We meet face to face, and I realize who it is from when he moved in. I knew he was a little weird, so I was trying to keep my distance while still being polite. He's easy to piss off, and I don't know what he's capable of, but I don't want to make him think that there's anything behind the polite hello. He starts telling me that I look just like his baby mama who lives in North Texas, then jumps to a different subject about how he had just ran all the way from downtown to here, then decides to tell me his entire family history, naming all of his cousins and homeboys, rambling on and on about essentially nothing. I haven't said anything other than, oh, uh-huh, and okay. I keep taking steps backwards to indicate that I'm trying to leave, but he keeps talking and moving closer to me. As I'm trying to leave, I notice that he has a huge boner. He was wearing basketball shorts, as always, so it was pretty difficult to hide. This creeps me the fuck out, and I somehow managed to get away from him. He sat at the bus stop staring at me as I walked away, and I didn't want him to know that I lived there, so I kept walking down the street to make it look like I lived somewhere else. Every now and then I would see him around the property, or he would come to the office and talk to me, and it was very uncomfortable. The leasing office had a hallway leading to the manager's office, the copier, and the package room. There was a door on it, too, which came in handy quite a bit. His visits got to the point where, every time I saw him walking up to the office, I would run and hide in the back and let the other staff deal with him. He wasn't creepy towards them, and they knew the situation, so it was cool. Cut to December. Our office was being remodeled, so we were using our business center as a temporary workspace. It is only one room. There's only one way in or out, and no place to hide. I was alone in the office one day, and who should come walking in but my worst nightmare? He needed to borrow our copy of his mail key because he misplaced his, or didn't have one, or whatever. We have to take an ID in order to release keys, and he didn't have his, so he had to go to his apartment, get the ID, and come back. In the time that he was gone, I set up my phone on my coworker's desk and started recording video in case any crazy shit happened, so I would have the evidence. He noticed the tattoo on my shoulder and commented on it, asking, "Is that your name, or..." Why in the hell would I have my own name tattooed on myself? I tell him that it's my grandmother's name, which sends him into this whole spiel about how he has his grandmother tattooed on him, and he's an artist, and he draws people's faces. He leaves to go check his mail, then returns a few minutes later. However, when he returns, he has added something to his ensemble. He now has a pencil behind his ear. I suppose to make him look more of an artist. Then, he said he was going to draw my face, but I have to send him a picture so he can look at the image of me. He said he would draw me and bring the picture to the office later that week. Months go by. No picture. I was walking through the pool to go walk an apartment, and he catches me in the pool area. Fuck. No escape. He presents me with... well, I don't really know what to call it. It's... me. Or I guess how he sees me. The picture was drawn on lined notebook paper, in pen, and looked like he threw it together in 3 minutes. He drew me black. I'm white, wearing a short, tight dress. Not something I would wear. Legs 2 different sizes, carrying a purse with a Texas on it. That's not an item I own. It was very creepy. I kept it on my fridge to remind myself that I'm not safe. Upon closer inspection of said drawing, I noticed that he drew nipples on it under the dress. I thought, oh my god, did he originally draw it naked? The next day, I talked to the maintenance man about it. He says that he did originally draw it naked, but he decided to put clothes on it because giving it to me like that would be too forward. What the actual fuck? Another day, I was walking out of the pool gates, and he was walking in through another. I saw him out of my peripherals and didn't acknowledge him because, well, you get it. He says, "Hey, yo, Raquel!" twice in a very low voice. I'm hard of hearing, so I can get away with pretending I didn't hear someone. Apparently, this made him angry. The reason I know this is because he talks to one of our maintenance staff about me regularly. That person relays the weird, creepy, delusional shit that he says about me. According to him, I was very rude, and he don't play that where he's from. The next few times I saw him, he had this deranged look in his eyes, like he was disgusted by me. It also kind of looked like he wanted to hurt me. A few weeks go by, and he apparently gets over being mad and resumes being the creepiest motherfucker alive. The maintenance man tells me that he claimed to have met my boyfriend, and that he's a cool dude, so he's gonna back off. I asked my boyfriend if he had ever met him, and he says no. The maintenance man tells me that he claims to have met my parents when they stopped in for a visit, and they were really nice, cool people. I asked my parents if they spoke to or saw anyone while visiting me at work. They also said no. I don't know when or how he could have met them or even saw them. I never saw him around when they were there. I have confirmed from multiple different people that were there that he was nowhere around. Is he hiding in the fucking bushes? Recently, I decided to use our fitness center late at night. The fitness center has big windows that overlook the second pool on my side of the property. While I'm on the treadmill, which is in front of one of these windows, he appears, staring at me through the glass, waving at me, watching me. I pretend there's a glare on the window and that I didn't see him. He disappears into the dark shadows in the pool area, and I continue my workout. The next day, the maintenance man tells me that he talked to our friend and he could not stop talking about how he saw me in the fitness center. He went into detail about what I was wearing, how form-fitting it was, how sweaty I was. Overall, creepy shit that gave me the chills. I avoid the fitness center and use my real gym to avoid seeing him again. A few days go by and my informant, the maintenance man, you get it, tells me that my stalker was wondering why I stopped going to the gym. Apparently, ever since that fateful night, he had been returning to the pool around the same time to wait for me, so that he could watch me work out again. Fucking nope! He starts to show up at the office more frequently, and I have to avoid him. Friday, he's sitting in the pool area by the office, directly behind where my desk is. There's a huge window behind me. I turn to get something out of my cabinet and catch him staring at me. He waved, I flash a nervous peace sign, and then proceed with my business. He's not in swimwear, but rather fully dressed. He has his notebook with him and is frantically drawing something. I think, great, here comes another picture of me, but this time in workout clothes. Nope. My coworker went out to put up the golf cart and close the cabana. She has to go through the pool area to do this, so she got a glimpse of what he was drawing. A cross, with my name going down the middle. According to him, I asked him to draw a tattoo for me. So that's what he was doing. Drawing a tattoo for me. It has my own name on it. It's bad enough that it's a cross, but with my name? That would burn my flesh. He says he's going to give it to me the next day. The next day, he didn't show up. I'm not sure when I asked him to draw me a tattoo, but I'm pretty sure it was fucking never. 2 weeks passed, and I think that maybe he isn't going to give me the drawing, and enough time has passed that he gave up, and I could use the fitness center again. My friend and I went around 8 p.m., and we didn't see any signs of him, so we go ahead with our workout. I was flipping over to do leg raises on my right side, which causes me to face the door. Chills engulf my entire existence, and my heart stops for a second. He's standing directly across the street, on the phone, staring at me through the door. I start to panic and find a place to hide from view. Peeking around the corner, I see him turn and walk through the outside hallway behind the leasing office, his normal route to his apartment. Hoping that he wouldn't come back for a while, we continue our workout. I keep glancing out of the window every few seconds to make sure he isn't there. He reappears. Still talking on the phone, but this time he starts pacing around the fitness center very slowly, looking through the windows with this creepy-ass side glance, like I wouldn't be able to see him creeping. I keep trying to hide from view, and I'm waiting for an opportunity to get the fuck out of there. I'm hiding in a corner, and he walks up to the locked door and fucking knocks on it. He continues to knock for a solid 3 minutes, then finally leaves. He walks down the street a little way, and I take the chance to run the fuck back to my apartment as fast as I can. Today, my informant tells me that Stalker said I wouldn't let him into the fitness center for a drink of water. He said that he had just run all the way from insert popular place nearby, and he just wanted water. But I wouldn't let him in. Then he switched up his story and said that he was trying to give me the drawing of the tattoo that I had asked him for. 1. He didn't run from anywhere. He was wearing flip-flops. 2. He had been standing still for a good 30 minutes before coming to the fitness center. He'd gone back to his fucking apartment, where there was water. Why the fuck would he go all the way to the fitness center for water? 3. He didn't have the drawing with him. He didn't have pockets on what he was wearing, and it wasn't in his hands. He also claims to have talked to the neighbor that lives across the street from me, and said that I am a weird, crazy girl, and he should stay away from me. That shook me to my core, because if that is true, he knows where the fuck I live. I knocked on my neighbor's door and asked him about it. He says he has no idea what I'm talking about. Luckily, this Friday is my last day at this property, as I'm transferring to a new one closer to where I want to live. I'll still live here for 2 more months. I can't wait to leave.